Welcome to Tlaquepaque, where Kat and I and Amy are going furniture shopping today. This is like the furniture capital of Mexico, and Guadalajara is the furniture capital of Mexico, and we have hired a guide, Jose, to take us around to different furniture factories and see what is possible for our new Airbnb that we're building out in Todos Santos. So come along for the ride and help us do some shopping. So it's great to have a guide, and Jose's contact information will be down below because like this first place that we went to, you never would have even known that there was a furniture factory here. And when we first walked in, it was kind of the factory floor and we saw some guys working there. And then he took us back, and it is just like an entire block, it seems like, of different places, different rooms with all different furniture in there, so showing all the different styles. And of course, we can buy the stuff off the floor, or we can say like, oh, we're interested in this, but we want it to be, a foot longer or something like that. So it is just amazing, everything that is in this place. And this is just the first place that we are visiting. We plan on spending 2 days furniture shopping. And by the end, we'll have as much furniture as we need for the place in Todos Santos. And we'll see. We can always buy additional furniture if we want. If we don't find what we need here, we can get it back in La Paz, like at a furniture store or something like that. But hopefully we're going to get an awful lot here and then have everything combined together and shipped over to Todos Santos. So we are designing this place as an Airbnb, so that's important, but we're also want to be able to live in it. So it's kind of gives us a lot of options. So we wanted the furniture to be a good combo deal of Airbnb appropriate, but also exactly what we want to live in.
Wait. Oh, these are good. Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm lost. I think I've been through this room. I hear voices up this direction. There we go. Like we started.
No, esto es parota.
Oh, parota.
Esto es parota.
¿Qué madera es?
Here's a piece that Kat wants that's around $650, but we don't know where it could possibly fit. So we're just going to keep this one in mind and see what happens. So real quick break in here. Clearly, I am not in La Paz this weekend, but typically if I am in La Paz on a Sunday, I'm going to have a happy hour, and you're going to find that on my Facebook group, which is Almost Retired in Mexico on Facebook. So be sure to join that group if you're coming through La Paz. I would love to meet you. Also, I'm starting to do tours. So if you go to almostretiredinmexico.com/tours, you can sign up for a tour, a VIP tour with me. So let's definitely connect if you're in La Paz, one of those two ways. Oh, that's cool.
It fits your hat.
Yes, it does. And once again, this is a place that you would never find if you weren't on a specific furniture tour. Jose said he's been coming here for about 25 years.
She is doing a restaurant in Puerto Vallarta right now.
We're now over in Zapopan, and that's kind of the other side of Guadalajara from where we just were. Kat's coming in from the outside because they're painting in here right now, and so it is really, really strong with fumes, and she had to step outside for a second. Yeah, so we've come across here and checking out this place. So Stop 2 has more modern furniture, and it's more of a factory without much of a showroom. So we're seeing what they're building, and this is more Amy's style for her place in Merida. And so she's looking through the different catalogs, essentially kind of like a bunch of sheets that show all the different furniture. And when she found something she liked, then they started asking questions. So they were like, well, what height do you want? And exactly how tall do you want? Do you want to build out of plywood? Do you want to build out of pine? Do you want to build out of rosewood? Or, all different things, lots and lots of questions. So they're coming up with, what it could possibly be and what the price would be now. Just gorgeous furniture here too. Not quite the style that Kat and I are looking for, but there are some bar stools that we saw in a catalog, so we're going to ask about that. This is Kat. She can breathe out here, plus there's dogs. Let's play. Let's play. So the bar stools were about 8,000 pesos, so about $450 a piece, which is a little bit high for our price range. So we're now at location number 3, which is also in Zapopan. I've always been pronouncing it pronouncing it wrong, so I've now been corrected. But this is a nice furniture store. This is all imported furniture, so it's not built here in Guadalajara. But he brought us here. Essentially, the way this works is that you start out with Jose, and you send him images of the furniture that you like, and then he finds the places to take you to that match your style. So we've got matching styles from both Amy and for our place. So. This is good. This place has a lot of outdoor furniture, and we might have just found the outdoor furniture bar stools for upstairs. We found some other things here that were not quite as comfortable as they look, though. Oh my God! Yeah, seriously, like, wow, not squishy at all.
All those seats are like that.
So I like these. They kind of look a little bit bamboo-like, but they're made out of aluminum, so they're good outdoor chairs, and they would be perfect for our second-story veranda. So this is, and they're just over $200 a piece. So I think this might be a good outdoor chair. And there are just so many options here compared to what you can find in La Paz. It's just night and day, the difference between Guadalajara and La Paz. This place also has a lot of, I don't want to say knickknacks, but knickknacky stuff, decoration that is kind of similar to like El Triunfo Gallery that we've done a video from in San Jose del Cabo. But we're mostly interested in the outdoor furniture here. So one of the things that's really nice about doing a tour with someone like Jose is that you will get driven around, and not only do they know where you need to go in terms of which factories are going to hit your style, but also they take care of all the traffic worries, because in Guadalajara, there can be an awful lot of traffic. And even if you want, you can be like Kat and you can take a nap. So now we're in Tonalá, which is another town that is in the Guadalajara metro area and known for making furniture. We are now at a kind of an outdoor furniture factory, and this is kind of their showroom here. And we're finding lots of stuff that we like. So including this outdoor sofa set, which we're thinking might be on the upper level on the terrace below the solar panels. So we'll see. Maybe we'll get a couple of these. So each one of these is running, for this set, is running just over $2,000 US. Found some comfortable chairs here.
They're very comfortable. They're very comfortable.
And Tonalá is just chock full of all of these little shops like this. This was just a couple doors down from the last one we were at that Jose brought us to. So this is our last stop of the day in Tonalá, and this place actually has a nice catalog that Jose sent to us as we were coming here, so we were able to go through and look at the different furniture. There's not a lot of pieces that we can actually like sit on, but you can see how many pieces there are here that they work on, and actually here's a whole collection of cushions, so we could give it a try. We're definitely getting a little...
I gotta show you something.
Oh boy, we gotta go see something.
Okay, two things I want to show you real quick. These are beautiful. This is a tabletop, and it's a live wood with a blue resin in it. Of course, it's all dusty right now, but when it's done up, so pretty. Like, I could totally see that as a dining table. And then Jose can do anything. So I like this chair, but I sat in it at a different place in a slightly different style. And at the other place, they wanted $4,600 per chair. And I showed Jose the picture. It has a tiny, tiny bit different style. And he said, yeah, I'll do that for $3,900 per chair. Right? Yeah.
And direct from the factory.
Go with your, with your referrals.
And that's one thing Jose said, is that by working with the factories that he works with, he's worked with a lot of these folks for a long time and knows that they're trusted, knows that they're going to produce really good quality furniture, versus some of the other places may or may not be good. So it's a little bit of an unknown. I like this one. It's kind of like the traditional chair that would have a lot of leather to it, but done up in a more modern feel. Mural. Paper, so fun.
Paper.
So we've completed day one of furniture shopping with Jose, and we're definitely burned out. We took a little 20-minute nap. Now we're out to dinner, having some wine, having some Diet Coke if you're Cat, and also just looking over the plans and kind of drawing out what we could possibly do, and going through and making sure we've got all the pieces of furniture that we need accounted for. Tomorrow is day two, the final day of furniture shopping.
Piensas abandonarme, mejor quítame la vida, alza los ojos a verme, si no estás comprometida. Eres rosa de Castilla, que solo en mayo se ve. Ay, qué triste.
So it is day two, and we are here in Tonalá. We decided to start out the day without Jose, just wandering the streets of Tonalá, and so far have bought a number of small things.
Ah, look at this beautiful thing.
You gonna buy that, Cat?
95 pesos.
So we're looking for wall sconces to go up the staircase. Here's a little one for 850 pesos each. We need 6 of them. So this is definitely a possibility. We are heading back. Thank God we asked Jose to send us a location pin, because we were going the wrong way to meet up with him, because we're meeting up at the store where Kat found these really cool chairs. So we're gonna go there and then meet up with Jose for the rest of the afternoon. Okay, we're looking at this bar stool for buying 4 of these guys in the middle here. So we're now at a shop getting the outdoor furniture for the roof of the place in Todos Santos, and we're working on it. This is so great that we have Jose with us, because now coordinating between all the different shops and getting the shipments all together so that there's one big shipment that gets sent over to La Paz and arrives in Todos Santos near the end of construction, where we will be coming back down during the summer to receive it and start kind of decorating the place. It's definitely a complicated process, so it's really good to have someone who you can trust, who's done this many times before, who's just kind of organizing it for you. So now we are back at Luis's place, which I think is where we started the whole process, and it's where we're going to buy the majority of our furniture. We're talking headboards and bedside tables, and I'm not exactly sure what else. We're starting to run a little bit on fumes earlier today, but it's definitely, we're ready to wrap up the process, and we're not necessarily going to have gotten everything that we need, but we'll have gotten the majority. Okay, so Amy's definitely having a good time with the samples, trying to decide exactly. Yes, cat's asleep. So we're making a decision on these bedside tables, exactly what they're going to look like. Yeah, this place is so cool because all this wood is like reclaimed wood from old ranches and things like that. So the headboards are made out of old doors. It's just, I don't know. I think it feels really special, and it's going to feel really cool in Todos Santos.
Yeah.
Cuatro vasos de king size.
So the last piece that we picked out was a dresser, which is going to match the stuff that is in the other room, the primary bedroom. And so Luis is talking to Ricardo, who is going to be doing the actual work, doing the staining. I just love how simple things are here. It's not some big factory process. There's just, a small crew of folks here who get the work done. I'm just loving this process, and definitely getting a little tired. Kat's getting more tired than me. Amy is just ready to go. And by ready to go, I mean go, 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 not ready to get on out of here. So we've decided that you definitely need a Jose to be able to guide you to the different places, to the different furniture workshops and factories that match your style, and also to drive you around and get you from place to place. And you might need an Amy, a special friend who's here to just help make decisions, because we're definitely suffering from decision fatigue because there's just so many decisions to be made. I would also recommend doing this over a 2-day trip. Originally, we'd planned on just doing this one day, and definitely having a day to kind of look at everything, and then a day to go through and do the actual purchasing. Also, make sure when you get to a place where you're going to be doing the buying, if you're with Banorte at least, it takes 30 minutes to add a new destination for doing a payment. So a transfer, these are all done by bank transfers, and not credit cards. And it takes 30 minutes for it to save, so that there's a kind of an anti-fraud type of thing. So make sure you get that early on in the process, so you don't get to the end and they hand you the bill, and then you're like, oh, I need to wait 30 minutes because I've done that. Also, bring a drawing of your house. So we've got our house plans with us. We forgot that the first day, but it's definitely helpful to kind of go through and make sure you're getting the different pieces. Might even be good to highlight the different spots in your house that you're looking for pieces for, so you can kind of cross them off and make sure you don't miss anything. As you guys know, everything is going to be down below in the description. If you want to find Jose, or if you want to follow Amy's channel, she is Destination Retirement on YouTube. And I'm also going to try to list off the different places, the different factories where we purchase things today. Most of these folks Some of them speak English, some of them don't speak English. So, but that information I'll try to include as much as I can down below. So it's now 4 o'clock and we have gone through all our money, ordered all our furniture, had an amazing time here in Tlaquepaque and Tonalá and Zapopan. I can highly recommend furniture shopping over here in Guadalajara. So from Guadalajara, wish you were here. Psych, you thought I was gonna finish the video without telling you how much we paid for everything today. So what did we pay for everything today? We paid $6,500. And so that is 50% of what we were, of what we owe total. So we're out $13,000. And what did we get? We've gotten 2 king size headboards and 1 even bigger than a king size headboard. So like a 3-meter headboard. It's giving us some flexibility. And bed frames. And Kat, help me out. What else did we get?
A bed thing at the end.
Oh, we got a bed foot thing.
Storage.
Bed foot storage thing.
And we got a dresser.
And we got a dresser.
We got 6 side tables.
And we got 6 side tables. And we got 4 bar stools for outside and 4 bar stools for inside.
And 4 awesome, cool pool chairs.
Super cool chairs.
Super cool chairs.
Super cool chairs. Most comfortable things ever.
So yes, so we got a lot of stuff for $13,000.
We spent $13,000. Oh my God.
So we're feeling a little bit lighter in the pocket, but we're right back where we started here in Tlaquepaque. So out and about, looking at some galleries. So from Tlaquepaque, Mexico, wish you were here. Hasta luego.